Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about synchronous decade counter. We have already know what is synchronous counter, as every flip-flop in that counter is connected with the same clock pulse, that is synchronous counter. And what now we have to know what is decade counter. Decade counter is such a counter which can count 10 states. Okay, it is decade counters. 10 states means a counter which can count from 0 to 9 is known as decade counter. Okay, counts 0 to 9. So 0 means its binary number is 000, and 9 means binary number is 1001. That means it starts from 0000 and ends with 1001. After reaching 1001, again it converted into 0000. Recycle it. That means it counts 0 to 9, 0 to 9, again 0 to 9, again 0 to 9 in such a way. And as this counter counts 10 states, this counter also known as what? We know mod 10 counter. Okay, we know that mod 10 counter means that number of counter means it can count that number of states. So it is mod 10 counter. So as we can see that in order to count 0 to 9, here maximum it can count 9, so it requires 4 bits. That means 4 flip-flops are needed to create this decade counter. Okay, now let us draw the circuit diagram of synchronous decade counter. There is some trick in order to convert it from its 0 position after counting 9. So let us see how it will perform. Circuit diagram. This is our basic circuit diagram of 4-bit synchronous counter. We know that first flip-flop, that is J1 K1, is connected as an input high from outside world. Okay, so here it is connected as high logic 1, and in our simples up counter, synchronous up counter, the output of Q1 is fed as input in next flip-flop J2 Q2. But here in this decade counter, the AND operation of output of Q1 and the output of Q4 bar, that means the negative output or complement output of the last flip-flop fed as the input in the second flip-flop. Obviously there is some reason for this purpose. What is the reason? The reason is that we have to convert, when the flip-flop arrived 1001 converted into 40. That means in synchronous up counter it converts into after 1001 1010. So here we don't need this state, and instead of this we need again this state. That means 1 and 0 again converted into 00. So for that reason we have to make this trick, that as an input for the second flip-flop, the input must be the AND operation of first flip-flop Q1 and the Q last complement of output of the last flip-flop. This goes as an input in second flip-flop. And for the third flip-flop, that is for J3 and K3, input is the Q1 this and Q2 bar AND operation. This is same as our synchronous up counter. Okay, AND operation of Q1 and Q2. This fed as an input in J3 and K3. This also that is both the input must have the same value in order to toggle this, as this is countered. So every flip-flop output must be toggled. So J1 and K1 must be in high state, and both the flip-flop must fade with the same input value. Okay, and for the last one, there it needs two condition. This is an OR operation. OR operation means either one of this input signal is 1. Input signal is 1 means 1 goes as an input in. This is our AND operation of Q1 and Q2, and this is our one signal, and this is our Q3. AND operation of Q1, Q2, Q3. One input, and another input is, mind it, this is the Q1 input. This is our Q1 input, and this, and another one is Q4. Okay, so last flip-flop's input must be two condition. One condition is this is our Q1. This input is obviously Q1 and Q2, because this is AND operation of Q1 and Q2, and this one is Q3. So Q1, Q2 and Q3 AND operation, either one input, and another input is, this is our Q1 and this is our Q4. That is AND operation of Q1 and Q4. So either this one is the Q1 and Q4 is 1, or Q1 and Q2 and Q3 is 1. This one, Q1 and Q2 and Q3, this one of this input is 1, then 1 is fed into the last flip-flop, because in order to toggle this one, J4 and K4 must be 1, that is high signal value. So this is the main trick, and our output, obviously we get our output from Q1. This is our Q1, Q2. This is same as our synchronous flip-flop. Again Q3, Q3, and obviously our Q4. This is our LSB, this is our MSB, and as the flip-flop is synchronous, so every flip-flop must fade with the same clock pulse. Okay, we know it very well that for synchronous, every flip-flop must attached with the same single clock pulse. Okay, and here it must be high signal, because for the first input of first flip-flop must be in high value. Clear? So here we can write like, now for input purpose, for input, J1 and K1 is high, as this input gets input from outside, high at every clock pulse. Clear? Number 2, J2 gets input and operation of Q1 and Q4 bar. That means here it is Q1 and Q4 bar. Okay, So J2 and K2 gets input from Q1 and Q4 bar. Okay. And number 3, J3 and K3 gets input from, let us see, this is J3 K3, so get inputs from Q1 and Q2 AND operation. Q1 and Q2 AND operation. And number 4, this is the last trick, J4 and K4 gets input from or operation of either Q1 and Q4 or Q1 and Q2 and Q3. Okay, or operation of Q1 and Q4 with Q1 and Q2 and Q3. This is the input of every flip-flop. Now let us see what will be the output of every flip-flop. How we get the output. First, as J1 and K1 high at every clock pulse, that means Q1 gets high value at every clock pulse, so Q1 toggled at every clock pulse. Okay, so our first state is Q1 toggles at each clock pulse. Now J2, in order to toggle Q2, J2 and K2 must be 1. So in order to J2 and K2 gets its value 1. So Q1 and Q4. So Q1, when Q1 is 1 and Q4 is 0. Q4 0 means Q4 bar is 1. So in order to fit J1 and K1 as 1, these both input must be 1, as this is the AND operation. So here number 2, Q2 toggles when, you can see, Q1 is 1 and Q4 is 0. Q4 0 means Q4 bar is 1. So when Q1 is 1 and Q4 is 0 in previous clock pulse. Number 3, J3 and K3 gets input from Q1 and Q2 bar, Q2 AND operation. So in order to J3 and K3 must be 1, Q1 and Q2 both have to be 1 in previous clock pulse. So Q3 toggles when Q1 and Q2, Q1 equals to Q2 equals to 1 in previous clock pulse. Okay, now our last one, Q4. For Q4 means J4 and K4 has to be 1. So as J4 and K4 are the OR operations of Q1, Q4, that is here. So either here this one must be 1 or this one must be 1. Okay. So for Q4 toggles, OR operation, OR means either these both are 1, Q1 and Q4, or Q1, Q2, Q3, 1. Any one of them happens, then Q4 toggles. That if any one of them happens, J4 and K4 must be 1, and then Q4 toggles. So when Q1 equals to Q4, equals to 1, this is either Q4 equals to 1 or Q1 equals to Q2 equals to Q3 equals to 1 in previous clock pulse. Now let us draw the truth table by following this output sequence. Now for the truth table of decade counter, this is our truth table. So initially when the clock is 0, obviously the flip-flop is in set condition, that is every flip-flop must be set with 0. Okay. Now when for the first changing of clock pulse, when the clock is 1, you can see Q1 toggles at each clock pulse. Okay. So obviously Q1 toggles means Q1 was 0 in previous clock pulse. So now in clock pulse 1, it changes into 1. Okay. In order to toggle Q2, when Q1 1 and Q4 0. But you can see in previous clock pulse. So every time whenever we have to change the value of Q1, Q2, Q4, we have to monitor the output of previous clock pulse. Okay. So Q2 toggles when Q1 is 1 and Q4 is 0 in previous clock pulse. But in previous clock pulse, Q1 was 0 and Q4 was 0. But here in order to change Q2, Q1 must be 1. So it will not change. It will stay as in previous state. For Q3 toggles, Q1 and Q2 must be 1 in previous clock pulse. But in previous clock pulse, Q1 and Q2 both was 0. So this will also not change. And for the Q4 toggles, we need either Q1 and Q4 0. But Q1 and Q4 are not 0. Q1 and Q4 must be either 1. But Q1 and Q4 is 0. So this will not happen. Or Q1, Q2, Q3 is 1 in previous clock pulse. But Q1, Q2, Q3 both were 0. So this will also not change. Just by observing the output of this state, we can make the truth table of decade counter. Now for the next clock pulse, that is when the clock pulse is 2, for the second clock pulse, Q1 toggles each clock pulse, so Q1 changes into 0. Q2 toggles when Q1 is 1 and Q4 is 0. You can see in previous clock pulse Q1 was 1 and Q4 was 0. So Q2 change. Change means it will be 1. Q3 toggles when Q1 and Q2 is 1 in previous clock pulse. But in previous clock pulse Q1 was 1 but Q2 was not 1. So it will not change. And Q4 toggles when Q1 and Q4 1, either Q1 and Q4 both were not 1, or Q1, Q2, Q3 1. Q1, Q2, Q3 both 3 also were not 1. So this will also not change. This is very easy. If you have learned the truth table of previous up and down counter, then it will be very easy. Now for the third clock pulse, Q1 changes, that Q1 changes into previous was 0, now it will be 1. Q2 change when Q1 and Q4, Q1 1, Q4 0. So Q1 is 0, Q4 0, so it will not change. Q1 has to be 1 in order to change, so it is stay as in, so as it was in previous one, so now also it will also 1. It will not change. So previous was 1, now also 1. Q3 toggles when Q1 and Q2 1. So Q1 and Q2 both were not 1, so it will not change. Q4 toggles either Q1 and Q4 1, Q1 and Q4 both were not 1, or Q1, Q2, Q3 1, Q1, Q2, Q3 both 3 were not 1, so this will also not change. In the fourth clock pulse, Q1 change, Q2 change when Q1 is 1, Q4 is 0. You can see Q1 is 1, Q4 is 0. So Q2 change. Q2 change means in previous clock pulse it was 1, now it will be 0. Q3 toggles when Q1 and Q2 1. Q1 and Q2 both were 1, so Q3 also toggles. Toggles means previous was 0, now it will be 1. Q4 toggles when Q1 and Q4 1, Q1 and Q4 both were not 1, or Q1, Q2, Q3 1, but here also Q1, Q2 both 3 are not 1, so this will also not change. For the fifth clock pulse, Q1 always toggles, so it will be 1. Q2 toggles when Q1 is 1, Q4 is 0, but Q1 not 1, so this will not change. Q3 toggles when Q1 and Q2 both are 1, both are not 1, so again it will not change. And Q4 toggles Q1 and Q4 1, both are not 1 either, or Q1, Q2, Q3 both of 3 must be 1. So again this will not change, so it leave at in previous condition. Now for the sixth clock pulse, Q1 toggles. So Q1 toggles mean previous was 0, now it will be previous was 1, now it will be 0. Q2 toggles, Q1 is 1, Q4 is 0. Here you can see Q1 is 1, Q4 is 0. So Q2 toggles means previous was 0, now it will be 1. Q3 toggles when Q1 and Q2 both are 1, but both are not 1, so Q3 will not change, so it was in previous state. And Q4 toggles when Q1 and Q4 is 1, or Q1, Q2, Q3 both 3 are 1, but both conditions are not satisfied, so this will not change. For the seventh clock pulse, Q1 toggles, Q2 toggles when Q1 1, Q4 0, Q1 is not 1, so it will not change. Q3 toggles when Q1 and Q2 both are 1, both are not 1, so this will not change. Q4 toggles when Q1 and Q4 is 1, Q1 and Q4 both are not 1, or Q1, Q2, Q3 both 3 are 1, but both 3 are not 1, so this will not change. For the 8th clock pulse, Q1 changes, previous was 1, now it will be 0. Q2 toggles when Q1 is 1, Q4 is 0. Here Q1 is 1, Q4 is 0. So it will change. Change means previous was 1, now it will be 0. Q3 changes, Q1 and Q2 is 1, Q1 and Q2 1. So again this will toggles means previous was 1, now this is 0. Q4 toggles when Q1 and Q4 is 1. You can see Q1 and Q4 both are not 1, so this condition is not satisfied. But Q1, Q2, Q3 both 3 are 1. Here you can see Q1, Q2, Q3. This is our Q1, Q2, Q3. Q1, Q2, Q3 both 3 are 1, so Q4 toggles. Q4 toggles. Toggles means previous was 0, now it will be 1. For 9th clock pulse, Q1 toggles, Q2 toggles, Q1 is 1, Q4 is 0, both conditions are not satisfied, so Q2 is not toggle. Q3 toggles when Q1 and Q2 both are 1, so both are not 1, so again this will not toggle. And for the Q4, Q1 and Q4 1, both are not 1, or Q1, Q2, Q3 1, Q1, Q2, Q3 both are not 1, so this will not toggle. And for the 10th clock pulse, Q1 toggles, that means 0. Q2 toggles when Q1 and Q4, Q1 and Q4, Q1 1, Q4 0. Not satisfied, Q4 is not 0, so this will not toggle. Q3 toggles when Q1 and Q2 both are 1, both are not 1, so this will not toggle. Q4 toggles when Q1 and Q4 1. Here you can see Q1 and Q4 both are 1, so Q4 also toggles. So here you can see at the state of when clock pulse is 10, it comes back to its first state, that is when the clock was 0. So again if we apply another clock pulse, it will start again to count from 1, 2, 3 like this sequence. It will follow this sequence as we have already arrived its previous state. That is the counter will recycle to its previous state after arriving the clock pulse 9. 9 means 1001. You can see that according to the number of clock pulse, the counter generates. This is our binary 1, this is our binary 2, this is our binary 3, this is our binary 4, 4-bit, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9. So according to the clock pulse applied in a sequence, we get our binary number also in a sequence. But after arriving its 9 clock pulse, if at the 10th clock pulse, again the counter will start to count from its 0 position. Okay, so how many clock pulse you applied it, that does not matter. It counts in a recycle manner, that is 0 to 9, 0 to 9 all time. Okay, that's why this counter is known as our decade counter, as it counts 0 to 9 means 9 state. Also mode train counter, and as every clock is attached to a clock, same clock pulse is attached to every flip-flop, this counter is a sequence, a synchronous decade counter. Okay.